Who's on your crew? Who's on your team? If you're feeling stressed, it's so amazing to know that you're not at it alone. There are so many people struggling silently, not saying anything, holding all the anger, anxiety within themselves, feeling like they have nowhere to turn. I found for myself and the people around me and the people that I've heard of have always invested in incredible people, friends, relationships, mentors, coaches, therapists that help them through the difficult times. I know that this has been super helpful for myself. Throughout the years, I've always had therapists, coaches, sometimes multiple at the same time, to help me through any challenge along the way, through any mental challenge. And it's amazing to have that. It just increases my energy and joy to be able to share any struggle with them. And likewise, I'm seeing it from the other side now. Being a coach and a mentor, I'm this beautiful place for people to open up to me. And then on the call, I get to see them transform and maybe come in from a place of stress and leave in a place with much more confidence and elevated energy and more love. And so this can be done in a variety of ways, right? It could be done, with a, coach or a therapist or a counselor, or, some sort of formal relationship. It could also be done with a good group of friends. I've mentioned this before about my accountability group, and there's 8 of us that always get together, and it's a space for us to share and interact and work as a community and help each other grow. And so, if you're in a challenging spot right now, take a look at where your relationships lie right now, and go ahead and call the people that are on your team. And if you don't have a team that you really feel like you can rely on, it's important to put some intention behind creating that team. Hiring a therapist or coach, finding good friends and good people that you can call on and rely on. And it's on you to really do that, because if you hold in those emotions are going to fester within yourself and grow as you hold them in and repress them and suppress them. And so it's so amazing to have a beneficial crew around you. Tony Robbins talks a lot about this, and I've also heard through the grapevine that Tony Robbins himself has 6 different coaches, mentors, different people that he has in his life that he formally looks upon for advice and to grow and to have that team around him. Another example is, I did a podcast with J.D. Schramm. It was a really powerful podcast, one of the best ones that I've done. It was really amazing. And so JD talks about the experience where he tried to end his own life. He jumped off either Manhattan or Brooklyn Bridge, I forget which one, and tried to end his own life. And he was suffering from addiction. And so coming out of that experience, coming after surviving, I asked him, hey, what helped you get out of that hole of addiction and not knowing which way to turn and that deep depression? And he talked about having a team around him. He talked about having his sister help him manage his finance. He talked about having a therapist, a counselor, different people in his life that helped him through that experience. Another one of my podcasts, Skip Flynn, who is actually my therapist, talks about when he went to Chile and he was taken in as a prisoner, and like he was literally they told him that he was going to be taken to the firing squad and killed. And so he, during that experience, thought, like, was sentenced to death, thought he was going to die. They didn't end up executing him, thank God, and he got out of that experience. And when he got back, suffering from PTSD from that experience, he said that, you know, he came back and he met a therapist who really helped him and helped him get through that experience, that crazy PTSD coming back from that. And so it's important to know that you're not alone at this. It's important to know that you have people that truly love and care about you and that you can rely on. And that if you're going through a difficult time, don't be shy to call them. This is just a reminder for you, you know, like, call your mom if your mom's in your life and you love her and you have a good relationship with her. Call your sister, call your friends, call me, call the people that are on your team. And if you don't have a good team currently, build one, and it's going to do so much good in your life. Man, I'm so grateful for my team. I'm so grateful for Skip, who's my therapist. He's freaking awesome. I'm so grateful for Michelle. She's my coach. She's awesome. And just knowing, like, you know, we're all human. I'm human. I go through emotions as well. And I'm super grateful that if I'm ever feeling fearful, I can call them and it just helps increase my energy. And I'm grateful that now, becoming a coach and a mentor and taking on clients, I get to do that same thing for other people and be a resource for them in their growth and be someone in their corner looking after their back.